Welcome back to Scotland. We've got lots to get through today, so I will try not to waffle too much, and that starts here. So let's crack on with it. Well, first things first, we never really did it in Belgium, but then we weren't there that long, is I've looked at, somewhere to settle down. I'm hoping to be here for a bit. I think, we've got prospects here, so I may as well settle down. And of course, we were earning an absolute shed load in Belgium, so I've got enough for like a deposit, and we'll see how long the money lasts for actually paying the mortgage. But in Scotland, house prices are not extortionate in bits of it, and that's the case in part of Forfar. And what you see on the screen behind me, or sort of like there, is Tweed Mill Bray, and that's where we're looking at going. And this is the place we are looking at. It's a 2-bed terraced villa. It offers over 104,000, so that's not that much more than we earned in our time in Belgium probably. And yeah, not a bad looking place all told. I mean, if we go here, there's a lovely floor plan. So lounge, kitchen, couple of bedrooms, bathroom, and yeah, not bad from the outside. There's the lounge, lovely wooden staircase, nice kitchen. So yeah, I think we could be quite happy living there. And if we zoom out from there, walking distance to the ground. So I'll save on transport. And I mean, Tesco Superstore right there. It's got everything. And just over here somewhere, the Royal Shakespeare Company have got a school of motoring. Who knew? So, if you want to drive theatrically, go to Forfar. As for the actual football, now, we've got plenty to get through on the transfers, so I'll try and rattle through it. The players who left at the end of the season, Mark Watley, Craig Thompson, were out of contract. Chris Erskine, our fantastic troublemaker from last season, who you'll remember never got a minute on the pitch but caused all sorts of problems off it. A, he was out of contract, and then B, he actually decided to retire. So that solved some of my team unrest problems, because he was, of course, the ringleader, and he decided that football wasn't for him anymore. Although I think football had decided it wasn't for him sometime before that. And this season, very recently, just in the last few days, Ryan Patterson has been released on a free transfer. He was soaking up wages that I didn't feel we needed to be spending, basically. I mean, it cost us money to get rid of him, but probably slightly less. As for the transfers out, the only one that actually went anywhere in a transfer was Cammy Blacklock, who spent last season on loan. He might have come back before the end of the season, I can't remember. But again, he wasn't very good. We decided we weren't going to use him, and you'll notice something here. There are numbers. I'll explain that in a second. Yeah, so he went basically on a free to Glen Cairn, which kind of shows you the level he's at. Now, there have been lots of ins, and we will start, and then you'll get an explanation of what those numbers are all about. With Berili Lubala, English/Congolese, and again, you'll see not so many on this one, but basically what this is I have not yet been able to find an attributeless skin that does what I want it to do. So a lot of them give you like an idea, as you've seen in some of the other ones with those sort of like different sized circles and stuff. So they give you an idea of a player's strengths and weaknesses, but they had other shortcomings and they weren't how I liked them. Certainly on match day I was having trouble getting to grips with them. So I decided that if I allowed myself a lower level in red, as you can see here, all the low numbers, and a higher level in green that I could see, and everything else in between still invisible, that would basically give me sort of like, okay, we know he's not good enough at that, we know he's good at that, we know he's kind of okay-ish at the ones we can't see. So, and I don't focus on the numbers. It is really a case of sort of like, is it green, is it red, can I not see it? And also I do rely heavily on the like player comparison bits as well to compare between players. I mean, one thing we haven't been able to do particularly is use the statistics this season, because effectively we had no money. We couldn't really sign anyone who was already at a club, and I basically just went through the free agents and invited everyone on for trials and saw who was quite good, and then most of them we couldn't really afford that we actually wanted. So but one of the ones we did shell out for was Berili Lubala here, who was on 15,500, and he will be playing on the left, inside forward. He's supposed to be very good for our level, and as you can see, there's nothing there he can't do, and he's got decent acceleration, a little bit inconsistent, but I mean, he's a leading League One player and we are in League Two, so we are lucky to get him. He doesn't train very well, and I've just had a bit of a falling out with him about his training, so that's not so good. Now, also in, and also costing us a bomb on the wages. English is a lot easier than I make it look. He's Irish, 27,000, which is a big chunk of our wage bill. But again, as you can see, not many things that he can't do particularly well. He's not a leader, but we've got other leaders. We don't need him to take corners or free kicks or long throws. He is consistent, again, leading League One player. And good stamina, teamwork, work rate. So, and he's actually going to be our Mazzala. I'll show you the tactic, hopefully, later. But yeah, he was a good signing, I think. I mean, he's played well in our friendlies, but again, I've done the usual, really easy opposition, which had the added advantage of getting our club atmosphere out of the doldrums. Now, Ben Wyatt here is left back, and let's have a look. Yep, he's basically got nothing that looks like a weakness, so no reds on the left back side of things. He's a good League Two player. He's on quite a big wage for what he is. I don't know if he's really justifying that wage. Andrew Miller, on quite the contrast, not on very much of a wage at all, and as a centre back, lacks a bit of strength, but he's only 19. He'll improve, hopefully. Bit inconsistent and injury prone, but could improve quite nicely. And yeah, he was like more. I know I said last year that there wasn't any point us getting any youngsters because they're never going to improve here, but hopefully he might improve a little bit on his own. Could do if he works at it in his spare time. George Quantrell, who joined the same day, absolute bargain wage I think on this one. I think he's a lot better than it's giving him credit for. He will be playing right wing for us, and again, as you can see, those highlighted positions, nothing on the low side, nothing that we know he's bad at. Does unfortunately run with the ball through the centre, which we'd kind of rather he didn't do if he's going to be a winger. And he is actually kind of left-footed, as it turns out. But hey-ho, I mean, makes me wonder if I should use him as an inside forward when he's in. But doesn't like big matches and is inconsistent. But he's not bad, and he's better than what we had. This is a lot of what we've got here is, well, it's better than what we had. Isaac Pitbaldo, or Pitblado, cracking name, English-Scottish heritage. And again, nothing in the red, in the position that we want him to play, and is a decent League Two player already. Again, doesn't like big matches. And then Sean McIntosh, signed to be right back, which hopefully frees Matty Allen up to go back to centre back. Can't cross, doesn't have great technique, but again, he's not bad, and he's a good League Two player. He could improve, although 27, going to be a bit of a late bloomer if he does. So yeah, we have, I think, bolstered the squad. If we go to the League Two season preview, we are actually now second favourites. We were third last time I looked, and that wasn't that long ago. So we should be a good side for this level now. So I think I've built a decent side. And Farrell and Lubala, as you can see, are good players for this level. We have got people in the media Dream 11, which almost never happens with my sides. So that's the situation as it stands. Now, what we've got today is Scottish League Cup, which of course I've never managed in before because we were out of it when I got here. And we are away St Johnstone, so we are definitely expecting to get beaten. This is the tactic. It's quite an attacking one, but then given our league status, we probably should be going quite attacking against people. We've got an anchorman just holding things together in front of the defence. A couple of reasonably attacking sort of positions, a playmaker and a Mazzala he would push sort of like out here, and Lubala should be coming inside. So hopefully they'll create a bit of movement to confuse people. Quantrell hopefully getting to the byline, pulling it back for Henderson to finish off. Henderson and McCall have come to me and complained about their playing time. I have promised them playing time, which I was happy to do because I had decided that they were both the first choice in the positions I wanted them to play. So perfectly happy to do that. Right, nobody's expecting anything from us today. Now, one thing I can report is that nobody hates me anymore. Nobody likes me, but nobody hates me. So, you know, take that as a win. Now, I think, hang on, yes, I put this to key highlights for the last friendly, so let's go extended highlights. So we're going to miss the kickoff highlights this time, but it looks like we didn't miss anything anyway. And encourage, and I'm told all we need to do is be competitive, whatever that means, in this particular competition. And I mean, at the moment, I think we're holding our own. Oh, hello, they're lobbing long throws in, are they? Oh, narrowly wide. Yeah. Now, my goalkeeper and vice-captain, McCallum, was the last player to stop disliking me. And basically, I managed to stop him disliking me by simply telling him he was representing the club well. And that was just like, oh, okay, fine. So yeah, a little bit of sweet talking. And hopefully, if we don't do brilliantly in this game, the club atmosphere won't collapse, because, you know, we are expected to lose. We're not supposed to be competing with top flight opposition. Oh, hello! Oh my word, Blair Henderson! And we are one up, ladies and gentlemen. Good grief. Oh, lovely little move by Lubala. Deflected effort. Henderson there, first to the rebound. And 4-4. Lead. I don't think anyone really expected this. Alright, let's not shout some praise just yet. Okay. It's been cleared, but we are all back at those things, aren't we? Oh, McCallum, come on. Really, son? Really? You just get in my good books and you do this? I'm pretty sure he should have stopped this, shouldn't he? Let's have a look. I mean, it's not the greatest finish in the world, is it? You extend your arms, mate. You're not a T-Rex. Just when I was going to praise him as well. Right, well, let's throw out some encouragement. Because, you know, 1-1 after half an hour, still not bad. And we haven't been completely outplayed, have we? It's not been constant St Johnstone highlights. And I haven't changed to a sort of like defensive attitude as I suggested either. So I did have a quick look at their squad and saw that basically any three of their top sort of 6 or 7 paid players would constitute our entire wage bill. That's more like it, McCallum. Arms. Do you see? Wow. Arms, mate. Just remember the word. Remember you've got them. Use them. Take on those sage words of advice and we'll be fine. Oh, well dealt with. Go on, Quantrell. Oh, hello. Oh, this highlight is... No, oh, I thought this highlight was continuing then for a minute. I thought we were going to get them on the counter. Right. I have changed my set pieces. I've finally got some... a bit of variety, because our far post corners just were doing absolutely nothing. Give it someone, Quantrell. Oh, yeah, he's found McCall. McIntosh fires it into the middle. And we've got a penalty. Ziggy Gordon handled it, apparently. Whoever Ziggy Gordon is. Apologies for that tap on the microphone there. Henderson! Blair Henderson gets his second. It's 2-1 Forfar. They've retaken the lead. Good grief. I'm not entirely sure what that penalty was all about. It was a bit of a chip, and I'm sure Mitov, obviously going to the McCallum School of Goalkeeping, deciding that arms really aren't fair, quite frankly. And in the memorable instructions of one former manager, save the ball with headers. One of you will get that reference. Right, come on, boys. Let's try and go in. Oh, we've injured one of them, by those things. Let's try and go in at half-time ahead. And if you can nick the ball back and hit them on the counter, that'd be even better. Oh, he's not offside, apparently? I mean, there's not going to be VAR in this, is there? Really? Really? He wasn't offside. How badly did we let him make this run? Oh, dear oh me. Stood there watching. So much for going in at half-time level, or ahead, rather. But, you know, happy with the performance so far. I mean, Matty Allen needs to buck his ideas up. Quantrell's not really doing much. But we'll give him a few minutes in the second half. And I don't think anyone thought we'd score twice for a start. So, right, we've got to remember this is possibly just one of the kickoff highlights. It's not going to be, hopefully, anything special unless we decide to really throw it away, you know, within seconds of the restart. Come on, game. Let's admit nothing's happening here and move on. Oh, no, something is happening here, isn't it? Oh, what a McIntosh. Good defending. Oh, it's still not over. Why is it not over? Something is definitely going to happen here. Oh, we're going to go 3-2 down instantly. Because I think that's a bit harsh on us, to be perfectly honest. Or are we just watching live now? Oh, no. St Johnstone are enjoying themselves. Yes, well, I made the mistake of telling my team they were doing well, which was a fatal error. I don't know why I don't learn. And there we go. Right, okay, well, I'm going to demand more from you now because you've annoyed me. There is it a bug in the game that as soon as you tell them they've done well at half-time, they instantly just switch off? I mean, instantly switch off. Try getting anything out of them in the second half when you tell them they've done well in the first half. You will not get it. Uncanny. I know we're supposed to lose. I know that. Well, really, a little bit more effort wouldn't have gone amiss there, would it? But it just seems that you cannot praise players on this. You cannot risk praising them at half-time. Because the second half will be just a non-entity. I mean, it looked like, have got an absolute rocket up their arse, quite frankly. That was a terrible ball, but Henderson, can he complete the hat-trick? No! Right, we're going to make some changes because Quantrell is playing very badly. I don't know why he's playing quite so badly. Right, let's get Nembard on as well for Matty Allen. And Callum Moore. Right, Darren White, on you go. Let's replace the people who are not doing their jobs properly. Shout some encouragement. And watch him absolutely fire that at nobody near the near post. Okay. Right, let's try not to, you know, collapse from here, boys. 3-2 I wouldn't be unhappy with. We've given them a game. We've given them a scare. But you know, if it turns into like sort of 5 or something, then that was a bad finish. Although McCallum seems to be making an absolute meal of it. Right, we seem to have, you know, recovered a little bit. We're making a bit more of a fight of it. Lubala swings it over. No, nobody near that. But Ross is going to get this. Oh my word! I don't even know who was swinging legs there. There was legs going left and right. Right, is this going far post? I think it's going far post. Oh no, it's gone near post. Okay, I don't like the fact that this is still... Oh, there we go. Right, good. As long as we didn't get counted on. Right, let's give the team a bit more encouragement. I mean, XG-wise, I know we got a penalty, but... You know, we've got about 1 XG other than that. So, oh, that's just poor. That was really just bad. You just ran towards him and gave it to him, really. Not really ideal. Okay, Farrell's not having the best of days out there either, so... let's give Wilson a go. And... Actually, I mean, Inglis is probably the better playmaker, but his physicals are so bad he doesn't start, because physicals at this level, you need them, really. But for the last 10 minutes, I think we can probably just about cope with his physicals. Bit more encouragement. I mean, we have been completely outplayed, really, the second half. Although they haven't had a huge number of chances, have they? And again, I'll declare myself disappointed at the way we conceded the winner, because frankly it was just with my praise ringing in their ears. They just absolutely nothing was going on in those heads of theirs at all for the first 2 minutes of the second half. But if you'd have told me beforehand we were going to lose 3-2 and put up a decent fight, I'd have taken it. Right, well, I mean, ultimately a little disappointing not to have got possibly more, having led twice, but 3-2 defeat away to top flight opposition, I can't really complain, can I? Now, we have got Alloa, Dundee United and Peterhead also in our group. Dundee United, bit of a local derby of course, Forfar and Dundee, not that far apart. I don't know if you'll see any of those. It depends if there's anything hinging on us being able to maybe go through. I don't know actually who does go through. What are the rules? No, you have to win the group basically to go through. So yeah, I can't see us being in that equation. So the next game might well be the home opener against Elgin City. And as you can see, we've got Aberdeen reserves in the Challenge Cup, which I think is for sort of like the lower league sides and clearly reserve sides. So we are one of only 4 League 2 sides in it, because we were in the bottom 4 last year. But yeah, promising signs. Let's just have a quick look. Yeah, I mean, it damaged the club atmosphere that much, losing a game that we were really expected to lose more heavily than we did. Are you sure? I mean, managerial support, as you can see, is just about average. Team cohesion is picking up. I've bunged some tactical training into our training schedule to try and get the players sort of more used to their positions and what they're supposed to be doing. And hopefully, if we can also use these League Cup games to do that, by the time we get to the start of the league season, we'll be pretty well sorted and know what we're doing, and then we can start, you know, the real business of the season. Just want to quickly check on the club vision. See, they said reach the League 2 playoffs, but I could have sworn they also said just finish top half, which means 5th would have been acceptable. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I mean, if we don't do well enough, we're not going to get anywhere near that anyway. But thank you very much for joining me. Like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time for Elgin City at home. Bye bye for now.